Guys, yesterday we did multiplying polynomials. Today we're going to do what's called special products. Now, it's pretty much the same thing. In fact, if what I talk about today kind of throws you off, then you just do what we did yesterday. It's fine. So sometimes we have polynomials that are special. It'll be a pattern that you'll see. And if you can see the pattern, you can cut some corners off of some of this multiplication. That's why it's called special products. Products are the answer to a multiplication problem. And so special, these are just special ones. So I went ahead and started by having your formula chart pulled up. I'm unable to write on it, but you will see it in your notes. I want you to know that these two special patterns that you see are the first two rows of your formula chart. So you can always refer back to them if you're doing a test or something. You need to look at something, go, okay, which one is it? I can't remember. It's on your formula chart. So with that, let's just go ahead and get on with the notes. So let's say I'm trying to find the area of a square. And let's say that the side length of that square was a plus b. So to find the area, obviously I have to do side times side. So I'm just going to use the box method that we used yesterday. I'm going to fill these in, and AB, and this is AB, and this is B squared. You can see the like terms in the middle. So the area for this would be A squared plus 2AB plus B squared. Now this fits one of the patterns. It's called the pattern, the perfect square trinomial pattern. And it's the square of sums because of the addition involved in it. If there was a minus sign in it, we'd call it the square of differences. You don't have to remember those words. Okay, so let me show you. I'm going to break this down a little bit. We're going to call it the top. And this is just kind of a little trick. The filling and the bottom. Now again, if you look here, A is the top. If I square it, it becomes A squared. B is the bottom. If you square it, it becomes B squared. So that's just something that you can know. The filling is always going to be the A and the B multiplied together times 2. So it's going to be 2AB, which there it is in the middle. So what does that mean? You'll see in just a minute. I'm going to show you what we did yesterday, and then I'm going to show you the new method on top of it so you can kind of see the pattern better and then decide if you want to use it or not. So here we have a perfect square. And so I'm going to go ahead and do the matrix or the box method like you used yesterday. 3x, 2y. It's always going to have the same thing on both sides. So that's going to be 9x squared, 6xy, 6xy, 4y squared. You can see the like terms in the diagonal. So now I'm going to add them up. 9x squared, or combined like terms, I guess is a better way to say it. 12xy plus 4y squared. Now, coming back to the 3x plus the 2y. Let's call this A and call this B. And if I squared A, I would get 9x squared. If I squared B, I would get 4y squared. And in the middle, the filling, if that goes by this pattern 2AB, if A is 3x and B is 2y, and I multiply them both by 2, I will get this 12xy. Pretty cool. Let's keep going. So again, I'm going to, probably for the last time here, going to use this box method, at least on this assignment. This is an S, and I keep having to remind myself of that because I keep wanting to make it a 5. All right, so let's see. This is going to be a 16. It's just my horrible handwriting. Oh, look, I already did it again. Okay, sorry. This is negative 4s. Oh my. Going back. 4. Okay, so we have 16. We have negative 4s squared. We have negative 4s squared. And we have a positive s to the 4th. All right, moving on here. I'm going to combine like terms. You can see that in the middle, the diagonal, they're like terms. I'm going to add them up. So I have 16 minus 8s squared, and that's a positive s to the 4th. Again, if this is my a and this is my b, square 4, I get 16. Square negative s squared, I get a positive s to the 4th. And then the middle, the 2ab, is 2 times the 4 times the negative s squared. And that is where this comes from. The stuffing, the middle. All right, the next two, I'm not even going to use the box method. I'm just going to go ahead and use the pattern. If this is A and this is B, negative m squared is m squared. 3 squared is 9. The 2ab would be 2 times the negative m times the 3, which would give me a negative 6m. Negative 6m, and this was a positive 9. Keep on going. I'm going to use the pattern method. I can see the pattern in this. So if this is A and this is B, that would be x squared. That would be a positive 25. 2ab would be 2 times x times negative 5, which would make the filling negative 10x. So fun. All right. Another pattern. This is called the difference of two squares. If you can see this, it will save you so much time. This is different. This looks like this, which is the same, going to end up like this. All right, what we just did was a minus b squared. That's what we did on the first page of notes. This is not the same thing. Don't get the two mixed up. So again, I'm only one time going to do the matrix or the box method so that you can see how I can do this. I can kind of cheat my way through this. All right, x squared 6x minus 6x 36. Now, if I did the box method, you'll get the same answer. So, okay, if you don't see the pattern, it's okay. But the middle will always cancel itself out. That's a positive 6x and a negative 6x. They're just going to go away. So I'm left with x squared, and then I have a, whoops, that should be a negative 36 minus 36. All right, now watch. I'm gonna see the pattern. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with it. So the pattern says that if I see this pattern, I can just do this. So let's see. X squared squared is x to the 4th. 2y squared is 4y squared. Put a minus sign in the middle. And I'm done. Let's do the next one. Next one, the numbers and the variables flipped. It still works the same way. Okay, the first one, 7. 7 squared is 49. N squared is, n squared is n squared. And then I'm going to put a minus sign. So I could write it, I could flip it if I want to put the n in the front, but make sure that you pass that negative along with it. So either way, either one of those answers is okay. Next one, r squared is r squared. 8 squared is 64. Put a minus sign in the middle. You're done. So easy and fast when you can see it. All right, now let's just do a word problem. I have a square inside of a square. The smaller square is a pond, a koi pond. That's a fancy fish that's very expensive. and then there's a little gravel walkway around it. And I want to know that the area of the gravel walkway. So I need to find the area of both squares and then subtract the smaller square from the bigger square. Now this pattern is like the first part of the notes with the 2AB in the middle. So I started out, I'm just going to go ahead and work it out and show you what you would need to do on this one. So I see the pattern. I'm like, oh, okay, there's the pattern, which means I can square the x. So I'm going to square the x, which is x squared. I'm going to square the negative 2, which is a positive 4. And now the 2AB would be 2 times x times a negative 2, which makes the middle negative 4x. And then that was a positive 4. All right, there's the area of 1. Now I'm going to do the area of the second one. 2x squared is 4x squared. 3 squared is 9. To do the middle, the filling in the middle, that would be 2 times the 2x times the 3. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. That's 12x. So that would be a positive 12x. And that was a positive 9. I'm not done. I now have to find the difference between the two areas. So I'm going to subtract the area of the smaller square from the bigger square. Now, I'm going to do something here. I don't want you to miss it because sadly a bunch of you are going to miss it when you do this on a test. All right, going back to subtracting polynomials. When you subtract that whole trinomial, you got to change all the signs. So this becomes a negative, this becomes a positive, and this becomes a negative. Now I can subtract. Sometimes subtracting means adding. This is a 16x. This is a positive 5. And this is a 3x squared. All right. Hope you notice the pattern. I'll talk to you later. See you next time. Bye-bye.